Hey, y'all. So today we're going to tie in the 2 Corinthians 6 and we're going to look at Matthew 11. So 2 Corinthians 6, I'm going to read from the Passion and the Amplified. I've got all my pages marked here so y'all don't have to wait forever for me. It says, we read this yesterday, so for a refresher, do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. Yoked is what we're going to pay attention to. Don't make mismated alliances with them or come under a different yoke with them inconsistent with your faith. Now, the Passion Translation says, don't continue. Okay, so he's telling them to stop it. Don't continue to team up with unbelievers in mismatched alliances. For what partnership is there between righteousness and rebellion? Who could mingle light with darkness? Sometimes words really sting a little bit, right? This hits. So don't team up with unbelievers in mismatched alliances. What partnership can there be between righteousness and rebellion? We don't really talk about, iniquity and lawlessness. Those sound like big religious words, but rebellion, we understand just a little bit more. Rebellion. Now, the note in the Passion Translation for this says, Paul's teaching here includes marital, business, and personal relationships. We never abandon our responsibility to reach the world, but we must steer clear of relationships that will divide our loyalty to Christ. We must steer clear of relationships that would divide our loyalty from Christ. Let's go to Matthew chapter 11. I love Jesus, period. I love the way in which he calls us, because he is never, I'm going to quote the scripture without meaning to, he's never hard, harsh, sharp, or pressing. He calls to us gently. And for those of us who can tend to be exhausted, that's a great thing, because his call to us is one of rest. And so these 3 verses, Matthew 11, 28 through 30, see if you recognize any words we've been talking about. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden and overburdened, and I will cause you to rest. I will ease and relieve and refresh your souls. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am gentle, meek, and humble, lowly in heart, and you will find rest, relief, and ease, and refreshment, and recreation, blessed quiet for your souls. For my yoke is wholesome. It is useful. It is good. It is not hard, harsh, sharp, or pressing, but comfortable, gracious, and pleasant. My burden is light and easy to be borne. Don't that just make you want to run to him? Yes, me, I'm in line. Take me first. And so it's that imagery of the yoke here. That yoke, which we have animals in this particular time, they would be yoked together. You would have the stronger, more seasoned, trained animal on one side, and then you would have the young, foolish one that doesn't know what they're doing on the other side. And it's that wooden bar that would yoke. That is a yoke. It would yoke the 2 animals together. And of course, who's leading this, right? The stronger one, the one who knows what they're doing. And so this is this picture. This is the imagery that Paul's talking about here. When he says, do not be unequally yoked, y'all, when we begin to allow the world a place in, a foothold, an entrance in, Satan's going to take it. And I've told several people, just talking over the last few weeks, is it's very easy for us Christians over here, Western Christians, to feel like some things, it doesn't really matter. It'll be fine. That's a lie. Everything matters. It all matters. If it didn't matter, Satan wouldn't have it in your face so much. Because every point of contact, every time it flashes before your eyes, every time you hear it in your ears and into your heart and spirit, the words or thoughts in your mind, it matters. And so we cannot be unequally yoked. In this, the note here in the Passion Translation is exactly what I was telling you about the yoke. The metaphor of a yoke is that it joins the two animals together as one. See, this is a union because they're going to go in the same direction. It's not simply work or toil that's the focus here, but union with Christ. And that's the same thing that Paul is teaching us. It's the union with the world. And I love the note that we read from that 2 Corinthians 6 in the Passion Translation, that it's anything. We must steer clear of relationships that will divide our loyalty to Christ. And if we are unequally yoked, or if we are yoked with people proclaiming to be Christians or not, if they do things in their life, if they allow and accept things in their life that are inconsistent with your faith, we must separate, pull back, and place a guard. He says, come out from among those people, separate and sever yourselves from them, because there can be no partnership or agreement or harmony or fellowship. Light can have nothing in common with darkness. And we'll pick up here next week. We'll see you then. Bye, all.